Jake, congratulations. That was one heck of a strike. Talk me through it.
I don't think there's much to talk through, really. I think, if I remember rightly, the ball's played forward. I think Kyle had it, and you know how good Kyle is at keeping hold of it and playing back to goal. So I just made a run off him, which we've been trying all season, to be fair. And I didn't really think there was much else on, so I thought, why not have a shot and see what happens? And thankfully, it flew in.
It had so much movement in the goal. Did you see that from your vantage point once you'd hit it? Did you see how much it moved away from the keeper?
No, not really. I just hit it and then looked up, and then that was it. Everyone was around me. So,
do you think that's going to be a better goal, in your opinion, once you've watched it back? Because at the moment you seem quite reserved on it. If I'd scored a goal like that, I'd be screaming from the rooftop.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I still haven't seen it back, so we'll see. But I think the ball's a little bit flat, to be honest. I think that's why I got so much movement.
Does that help?
No, definitely, yeah. Mental dip, I think.
Bit of a beach ball type element.
Yeah, that was it. Well, the funny thing is, we were moaning to the referee all first half, change the balls, they're flat, use ours. And he said, no, because you get an advantage. And he's ended up giving me the advantage, so happy days.
Happy days. Can't be mad at that.
Can't be mad, no. Swings and roundabouts, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. Was part of the reason for hitting it from that far out and from that angle because maybe the manager had said at half-time you need to try and be a little bit more, I don't know, risk-taking in the final third?
Yeah, not necessarily risk-taking. I mean, look, let's get it right. Fair play to Kings Lynn. I thought they played really well. And you're not going to be at it completely 100% every week and dominate the ball every single week. And we had a brief spell for probably, I'd say, 15 minutes in the first half particularly, where we were good. We were doing the right things, and then we sort of came away from that and they got back in the game. And same thing, what's the point in dominating the ball if you're not going to have chances and you're not going to create anything, which we didn't do in the first half. So obviously, second half, we tried to up the tempo a little bit and try and get in behind and play down the sides, get crosses. And obviously, if you get opportunities, I mean, I don't think their keeper got tested in the first half. So that was the main reason, really.
Let me ask a leading question. Do you think that's the goal of the season so far?
Definitely for me. I'm not sure how many more of them I've got, but out of ours, I don't know. I think we play such a different type of brand of football that you could look at most of our goals and pick them out as very, very good goals in terms of how we play in team. In terms of strikes, maybe.
Up there in your career when it comes to goals, one of the better ones you've scored?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I don't exactly get many, so I don't think there's too many to go back through, but yeah, it's definitely up there.
Your manager, Neil Ardley, came on the radio straight after full time, and he wasn't very happy. He said that the better team lost and that Notts didn't deserve to win tonight. Yeah. What did he say to you after the game in the changing room? Yeah,
exactly that. He's not lying when he says that. He's very honest, and we're very honest with ourselves as well. Last 20 minutes they could have scored 4. They could have scored 4. I think the ball went across our 6-yard line about 4 times with no one to tap it in. Like I said previously in the interview, fair play to Kings Lynn. I thought they did really well. And like I said, you're not going to win every game comfortably, and you need to grind these games out if you want to achieve anything in a season. And even the best teams in the Premier League don't play well and dominate every single week, and they don't win games every single week. Sometimes you have to win it ugly. And I agree with the gaffer. I thought Kings Lynn did really well today.
What does that say about the team, though, that they are capable of going on the road and grinding out a 1-0 win like this, just like you did at Weymouth a few days back or a week and a half or whenever that was ago now? What does it say about the team that you're capable of, even on your off nights as a team, of still coming away with 3 points?
Yeah, it's massive. We said before the game we knew it was going to be like that. It started raining. Warm-up wasn't great, if I'm honest. And we said this is going to be a very, very hard test for our mentality today. You can play and you can try and play good football. You can try and do that. But as I said, what's the point if you're not creating goals and you're not scoring and you're not winning? And today I think the boys, as much as Kings Lynn obviously could have scored a couple, particularly late on in the second half, equally the boys defended their box, I thought, rather well. And how it is, people always are going to get chances. It is what it is, and you've got to defend your box well, and I think the boys stood up today and did that.
You keep on rolling on with the clean sheets and with the wins, up to third in the National League table as well now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of momentum in your favour right now.
Yeah, of course. I know it's a typical saying in football, you don't get too high, you don't get too low, but that is how it is, unfortunately, especially with a weird season like this, and you just have to take each game as they come and just try and build and improve. And like tonight, if things happen like that, you make sure you stay in it and you win. Obviously for us, winning games is what we want to do. It's important to us, keeping that momentum, as you said. We're in a good place at the minute, and we just got to keep doing that.
Chesterfield at the weekend.
Yeah.
What sort of game are you expecting at home against them? I think back to the away game, a 3-2 win, 2 goals in stoppage time, if my memory serves right. It should be another one of them kind of topsy-turvy competitive games in the National League.
Yeah, of course. I don't think there's a team that's come to Notts County and not been competitive. I think we've seen that. Depending on how they play, will determine obviously how the game's going to go. I suppose some teams have tried to sit in and let us kind of have the ball a little bit, and we have to be patient. We have to try and break them down, and we have to then switch our tempo up when we go into the final third. Other teams have come at us and tried to play against us and really go for it, and we've had to play quick and round them and try and go that way. So obviously Gaffer's very diligent in his work, and he will obviously come up with a plan, and he'll know how they're going to play against us.